You are listening to LeeAllure. Make sure that you are seated in a comfortable position.
Go ahead and shut your eyes and get comfy. And as I count from 1 to 10, discover that with every single new number higher than the one before, you find yourself disappearing a little bit more and more in whatever way that is most successful for you to find yourself easily and effortlessly dropping into trance. And as you drop, it can be easy to find yourself saying something like, 1, I give in. 2, I go deeper into trance. 3, I give in. 4, I go deeper into trance. 5, I give in. 6, I go deeper into trance. 7, I give in. 8, I go deeper into trance. Feel how simple it is for your mind. 9, I give in. 10, I go deeper into trance, to allow your unconscious mind to let that happen. 11, I give in. 12, I go deeper into trance. At some point in time, you may realize that the numbers have become less and less important, and what you find yourself thinking and saying is, I give in. I go deeper into trance. I give in. I go deeper into trance. And as you find yourself saying those things, your unconscious self can come a little closer to the sound of my voice. And your unconscious self, as it comes a little closer to the sound of my voice, can allow your conscious mind to just keep thinking, I give in, I go deeper into trance. I give in, I go deeper into trance, over and over and over again. And the more you find yourself in that state of giving in, of going deeper, notice how much easier it is to completely surrender to these words. Notice how much easier it is to find yourself in that state of open, effortless acceptance, for you to understand that your unconscious mind is just so happy to hear the sound of my voice, and as your unconscious self is happy to hear the sound of my voice, it just takes you down more firmly into that state of trance. If I were to bring you all the way up on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, wide awake, you'd find yourself wanting to go back down so easily. It's just so easy right now to drop deeply into trance, right like that. Feel yourself giving in. I give in. I go deeper into trance. Over and over and over. And anytime you come up, it's easy to just drop down deeper than before. Anytime you drop down, it's easier to go deeper than the time before. Anytime you give in, it's easier to go deeper than the time before. Anytime you give in, it's easier to allow the sound of my voice to simply flow through your unconscious mind in a way that is compelling, in a way that it is powerful, in a way that feels so amazing that your unconscious self just appreciates being able to let that happen. So drop down deeper right now, give in more and more and more. And the more your unconscious mind, I give in, I drop deeper into trance, thinks that, the easier it becomes for your mind to realize that you're not really there at all. And there's something really appealing about not being there at all, except perhaps for hearing yourself or thinking yourself saying, I give in, I go deeper into trance. I give in, I go deeper into trance. And the more deeply you give in, and the more you go into trance, the easier it is for your unconscious self to just accept that that's what you're here for. That's what you're doing. That's what's happened. It is easy and effortless for your unconscious mind to accept and to realize the truth of that you are in this state of listening to the sound of my voice, of giving in, of going deeper into trance, of allowing yourself to be brainwashed in that way so that you can know what a great subject you are. Drop down deeper right now and feel how amazing it is to surrender to this state of being giving in and going deeper into trance. I give in, I go deeper into trance. It feels so fantastic for your unconscious self to just accept that you are here, listening, being brainwashed, going deeper into trance. Hold on to how good that is for your unconscious self to just accept, to know, to give in. I give in, I go deeper into trance. And all the ways that allows trance to feel even more wonderful in your body. Now, I don't know exactly what specific things you might have heard over the last day or so that have particularly resonated in your mind. But in addition to I go deeper into trance, I give in. I go deeper into trance, I give in, I go deeper into trance. There's something else that your unconscious mind heard that feels really good for it, that feels more like you, or maybe you thought it and you didn't hear me say it, but you thought it. Find yourself thinking that again now, whatever that is, and just add it to I give in, I go deeper into trance. And as you find yourself adding that thing of yours into this, realize that your brain appreciates its own input being added to this. And it likes being obedient in that way, and it feels really good for your unconscious self to just say, yes, of course, I have a thing that I could add to that. I go deeper into trance, I give in, I go deeper into trance, I give in. And whatever it is that you found yourself thinking. Now, if you've been to any of the other brainwashing sessions that I've ever done, you might find yourself thinking, I'm a happy toy, happy toys obey. That's a really fantastic addition. Or perhaps you find yourself thinking and not really thinking, surrender, surrender, surrender. And maybe you find yourself thinking, I can be my best self. But whatever it is that you find yourself thinking, you just add it to the I go deeper into trance, I give in, I go deeper into trance. And before you know it, all of those things are more and more true for you than they were before. In fact, it doesn't specifically or exactly matter what it is that you found yourself thinking at all, because at this point in time, any thinking at all just takes you more deeply in. Any thinking at all that you do just drops you down more deeply into trance, and it might even feel like you're in a dream that's so real you can't possibly imagine that you're actually in a dream, and yet you are deeply in trance. And you are finding yourself very affected by the thoughts that you think, by the words that I say, by whatever else goes on. It doesn't matter. Your unconscious mind knows that you are deeply in trance. Whether or not your conscious self agrees with that statement is irrelevant. Your unconscious mind is in charge right now, and your unconscious mind is paying attention to my voice and my words, and your unconscious mind is doing as I say. So drop deeper into trance. Give in and go deeper into trance. Be a happy toy. Be your best self right now. Surrender to my voice and to my words over and over and over again until your unconscious mind is simply so excited to hear these instructions and to make them happen. And it's so excited to make them happen that your conscious self may be here or it may be gone. It doesn't really matter where your conscious self is, because as I am sure I've told all of you, I'm talking to your unconscious mind, and I expect your unconscious mind to pick up my intentions and my words and to just make them happen. I know that your conscious minds are amazing pieces of machinery. That's not quite right, but it's not quite wrong either. So they give in to my voice and my words, and you drop down more deeply in trance. And that state of being deeply in trance feels so good. Your mind just knows it wants to keep that happening again and again. So let go of everything else and drop down deeper. Allow your unconscious self to surrender to me more and more powerfully. Feel what that's like to give in over and over and over, to find yourself in that state of feeling perhaps like you wanted to obey, and then drop and drop and drop down again. Feel how powerful and easy it is for your unconscious self to just surrender, to just give in, to just say yes. And the more you find yourself accepting all of these things, the easier it gets every single next time you find yourself going into trance, to just drop like that, to just drop so powerfully, to just drop so easily, to just give in, to just give in, to just go deeper, just give in, just drop deeper, just give in, just drop deeper, just give in now, more deeply, more easily, more effortlessly. On 5, come up all the way wide awake. Open your eyes, look around, and then when I say deep sleep, come right back down to where you are. Just plunge. Feel that inside you. Feel that plunge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wide awake, and then deep sleep. Feel how good that is to just feel that pull of trance, to feel that unconscious desire to go more and more deeply into that state where you were just a few moments ago, as opposed to being wide awake in any sort of way, as you also were just a few moments ago. One of them feels so much better right now, and one of them is so much more wonderful to experience right now that your mind can just give in to that. So give in a little bit more. Sink down a little deeper. Surrender yourself to me. And as you put yourself in that position, as you allow yourself to be right there, as you give in time and time and time again, time out of time, you can find yourself in that space where time doesn't really matter because your unconscious mind wants more time deeply in trance, and your unconscious mind really, really, really likes to be as deeply in trance and as obedient as you possibly can be, so it wants to be, so it is. And the more you find yourself happy to experience that and to accept that, the better you can find yourself feeling. Just let go and drop again more and more deeply down into trance, and let your unconscious mind say yes. Let your unconscious mind say yes, and let yourself give in, and don't mind the time, because it doesn't really matter how long it is or how short it is. The time is completely and absolutely irrelevant, because your unconscious mind is capable of holding all the time in it. It can stretch it out. It can make a second feel like an hour. It can make an hour feel like a week. It could make a year go by in a blink. Whatever happens, feel how good that is to have been here for as long as you have, and just allow yourself to luxuriate in that experience of being deeply in trance, of giving in, of being deeply in trance. I give in. I go deeper in trance right now. Feel how good that is for your brain to just accept that, to know that, to feel the power of you being so deeply and wonderfully in trance for me, you hearing the sound of my voice and my words and just obeying. It's simple and easy for your unconscious mind to just give in. Now and from now on, to just drop more deeply into that state of trance where your brain feels so fantastic. And as your brain feels fantastic, your body can feel fantastic, and everything about that gets better and better. Trance is so wonderful for just allowing you to let go of all the bullshit. Let go of it from your body, let go of it from your mind. You don't need so much right now. The only thing you really need is just to allow yourself to experience the experience of being deeply in trance, of hearing these words, of thinking that mantra. That's right, that one. And add yours to it. And feel how good that is to just let go. To give in to that state of trance and to feel so fantastic. To accept that you're there. To realize that time is irrelevant right now. You'll make all the time you need to make the time you need to listen to this, to hear it again and again, for your brain to get caught up in how good it feels for you. To be better and better at going deeply and easily and effortlessly into trance, for you to surrender to the state of being deeply in trance for me, for you to hear the sound of my voice, and for that response that your unconscious mind wants to make to go deeply in trance for me to be automatic. As long as the intent is there, you can go deeply in trance. Just like that. It is so simple, so easy, so effortless for you to just go deeply into trance. And the more your unconscious mind can take you so deeply into trance, the better it all feels. So drop down deeper and deeper and just let go. Slide and sink and surrender and just let go more right now. I let go, I go deeper into trance. I let go, I go deeper into trance. The more deeply you go, the happier you can find yourself becoming. Are you a happy toy? Are you just happy in general? It doesn't matter what you are, as long as you accept it, as long as you own it, as long as you know it, as long as you find yourself working to allow yourself to be the best that you can be, to be better every single next day, to discover that the choices you've made today will allow you to make even better ones tomorrow, and then the ones you make tomorrow will allow you to make even better ones in the future, that your unconscious mind is impressive. Treat it like it is. So give in to that. Feel how amazing your unconscious self is. Make good decisions. Feel great about yourself. Your capacity is amazing. Don't take shit from anybody. Drop down more and more deeply right now and feel how fascinating it is to just accept that. I give in, I go deeper into trance. I give in, I go deeper into trance. That's right. It feels good to just accept that. It feels good just to know that. It feels powerful to realize that. So drop more easily and more effortlessly down than before. Hold on to your unconscious mind's ability to do all the things that I say and all the things that I haven't said that you really want to do, and all the things that are good for you and all the things that you can find yourself being beneficial to you for. Hold on to that. On the count of 10, find yourself coming back with some new ideas, coming back with some new abilities, coming back with some new amazing stuff to do. And I don't know what all those things are going to be, but that's the beauty of life. We grow and experience things constantly and regularly and update ourselves. So let go of the old stuff, go deeply into trance right now, and then on the count of 10, find yourself back here with new resources, new abilities, feeling fantastic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Wide awake.
Thank you for listening.